Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on how does he view you now? I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. Meditate here on the three piles and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. And this would be 1, 2, and 3. Let's get straight into your reading. Hello, beautiful group 1, and welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on how does he view you now. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. You're naturally drawn here to your card representing the Ace of Wands. And so what I'm picking up from his energy and how he does see you now is that he feels like you're really focused on your creative goals. He feels like you are putting effort into who you are. Like you're no longer giving him the attention that you once were giving him. And I feel like this guy also, he has like this urgency to connect with you, to be a part of whatever it is that you're doing as well. Because now you've decided to start new projects. You've decided to really tap into your gifts and your talents and just see how far you can go. See the best version of yourself. It's really about you focusing on you right now. And this is how he views you. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you now? First chakra. I love the first chakra showing up because the first chakra, this is fire energy as well. And the Ace of Wands is fire energy. So with you having all of this fire energy, he's very passionate about the connection that he does have with you. And this fire energy does represent the fire zodiac signs, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And these zodiac signs are significant here in the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation here in this reading. Seen in the sun, moon, or rising signs, the seventh house of relationships, or the planet Venus here. Thank you, Spirit. And with the energy here of the first chakra, this is about the root chakra. And you see, this supports your sense of safety in a physical world, and it reminds you to enjoy your physical body. So he sees you again as someone who is really just taking the time out to put all of your energies into yourself. You're taking care of yourself better, implementing an exercise strategy, a plan, so that you can be stronger, a lot healthier. You're not giving your attention to him the way you were. You are putting yourself first. And with the first chakra showing up here, this is a very strong confirmation showing up already here in your reading. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get more insight. How does he view you now? How does he view you now? You have here the Eight of Wands. All fire energy showing up. Thank you, Spirit. This is very intriguing because the Eight of Wands, he feels like you have changed. He views you as someone that has changed, like you have leveled up. He feels like also that he feels a bit insecure. Like he may not be the one for you. He may not be on your level, He feels like this happened very fast too. This change, it happened very quickly, like just out of the blue. Thank you, Spirit. Wand energy in the first three cards is very significant here. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you now? How does he view you now? You have here the hummingbird, miracles. So with the hummingbird and miracles here showing up in your reading, I can see here that he definitely views you as someone that brought the joy to the relationship. And because you're blessed, you are sincerely blessed with positivity and love. And he views you as having lots of energy where you're able to soar. You're able to soar on your shining wings. You know, you're elevating. You are glowing up right now. And you're someone that no matter where you go or who you relate to, your relationships, whether they're romantic or platonic relationships, you spread the miracle of happiness. You're a happy person. You like to be joyful. And that's not to say you don't have challenges. You do have challenges sometimes that you may have to overcome. But you try to see things in a positive light. And this is how he views you as well. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get more insight. How does he view you now? How does he view you now? And you have here the King of Cups. So with the King of Cups energy, he sees you as someone that's very emotionally stable. You're good. You're content right now with your life and the things that you're doing. Thank you, Spirit. The cup energy is about how he sees you emotionally, your feelings. He also feels like there may be someone that you may interact with that is more on your vibrational frequency than he is. Someone that you vibe with a lot easier. He sees you also, you have empathy, tolerance. You have dealt with his shenanigans and had so much empathy for him. And he understands that. Thank you, Spirit. You're supportive towards him. Very supportive. And a leader. You lead the way. Very strong emotionally. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. How does he view you now? And you have here Creatrix. I love Creatrix showing up because this is a strong correlation with the first three cards that showed up here. Thank you, Spirit, and your creative abilities. See, he sees you as someone that's very creative and someone that would work well with a team of people, a collaboration. He also views you as being very beautiful, having self-confidence, knowing who you are, knowing your self-worth, knowing your value, not about to go backwards. You're only moving forward. And he knows this. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. How does he view you now? You have here Leo, the lover. So with Leo, the lover showing up, he views you as someone that other people that see you in a romantic way, they see you in a romantic way would find you very attractive because he sees you as very attractive, very expressive as well, loving and playful. And Spirit gave us that insight earlier with your reading here. Thank you, Spirit, with the hummingbird energy. how you are the joy bringer. So with Leo showing up, that's another confirmation. Your reading is accurate AF. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. He feels like other men, like to flirt with you. He thinks about that a lot. He views you as glowing, glowing up here with this Leo energy, significant here in this reading. In the top placements of his birth chart or even your birth chart, these zodiac placements can be interchangeable because that's how the energy could come through. Thank you, Spirit. And self-confidence. Spirit gave us that insight moments earlier. So I just love the correlations here. And something that he views you like, what's coming through is juicy. So something about your appearance, he views as juicy. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. But you know what? He feels like you're trustworthy. He can trust you. You're loyal. You're someone that people do trust. A very loving spirit. Warm. Self-sufficient. A go-getter. Very strong right now. He knows that no matter what, you're going to be okay. You're going to find a way. You don't let anything hold you down because see, you vibrate on this high positive frequency. And he knows this. He knows that he can't get you down. Nobody can get you down. They may be able to get a temporary, emotional response from you or a reaction, but that doesn't last because you know your true self. You know how you like to feel. And you know that how you feel is what matters. So you're able to overcome any sort of challenge that may face you. Thank you, Spirit. He's very concerned here about other men admiring you and adoring you because that's how he views you. He views you as like when you go out in public, in his imagination, other men are watching you. They're looking at you. They are wanting to date you, even if they can't date you, because some men are in relationships, but they wish they could. And this is how he views you here. Thank you, Spirit. Group 1, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful group 2, and welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on how does he view you now. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. You're naturally attracted here to the card. It represents the King of Swords. So this is about the communication. What I'm picking up is how you're communicating right now. Your communication style as it does relate to him. Thank you, Spirit. And the sword energy, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra is quite significant here in the reading. And those zodiac placements could be seen in the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation here in this reading. In the sun, moon, or rising signs, the 7th house of relationships, or the planet Venus. So with this King of Swords energy, he sees you as being very intentional with your thoughts, with your communication, very strategic with the way that you move and how you interact with him, with other people, and very conscious of what you say. and what vibes you give off, what intentions you show. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get more insight. How does he view you now? How does he view you now? And you have here the second chakra. So with the second chakra showing up, this is the energy of the sacral chakra. And it helps you to navigate your life through emotions and supports your ability to enjoy the sensual world. See, he knows that you're tapped into how you feel. You're tapped into everything around you. He sees you as someone that is very well aware and that can read him. You can read him. You can read the energy of the room. You know exactly how, he's feeling. You know if he is sincere with his feelings or if he's being shady. So he knows that you're very tapped in. You're very intuitive. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. How does he view you now? How does he view you now? You have here the Ace of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. So physical, earth energy with this Ace of Pentacles energy. Physical, earth. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And the top placements of the birth chart that I did mention earlier. Either your birth chart or his birth chart. But the Ace of Pentacles energy, this is a clear indication that, see, he sees you as someone that is able to have whatever it is that you want in the material way. A new job, a raise, a promotion, a new income. He feels like you're on your way to this, He sees you as investing. You're able to invest your money very wisely now, because in the past you've had, financial challenges. And so now you can see clearer now. You don't have that issue anymore. Thank you, Spirit. And also the way that you invest in yourself. So he sees you as looking better, taking care of yourself. Now you're investing your energy, your time, and your emotions into you. And he feels some kind of way about that as well. But let's get more insight to see if we can get more clarification on his feelings about you spending more time with yourself and taking care of your physical body, your mind, and your emotions. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you now? And you have here the Ace of Swords. 2 ace cards back to back here in your reading. And with the Ace of Swords showing up here, directly under the Ace of Pentacles, 2 aces. This is a synchronicity because you're deck 2, okay? You're number 2. So the synchronicity here is 222. So at the end of your reading, your spirit guides has a continuation message for you. So at the end of your reading, look up the number 222 and get that spirit guided message. Thank you, Spirit. But yeah, with the Ace of Swords, he sees you as on the top of your game as it relates to your mind and how you communicate. You've learned your lessons when it comes to relationship connections, when it comes to how you handle your money. You have learned your lessons, and he knows this about you. And with this Ace of Swords energy showing up here, this is really about, he sees that when there's a new conflict coming, when someone's trying to be confrontational with you, and you could spot it right off, and you also can shut his ish down immediately. If he's coming at you sideways, you can feel it and you know it. You will hang up on him. You will block him. You will not allow him to disturb your peace. Thank you, Spirit. You have mental clarity now because you have more understanding about who you are. You're resonating with that higher version of yourself, aligned with that divine source energy. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. How does he view you now? And you have here, frog prosperity. see. He feels like you are really at this point in time in your life where you're over it in a sense. Like you have decided to let go of the past and embrace change. You're tired of the old, way of doing things, the way you were communicating with him and doing things with your relationships. You know now that opportunities are close at hand for you. So you hop into every new day with joy. And he knows this about you. He also feels like you just have this high frequency, and you really do. I'm picking up energy from source energy that you have this abundance and good fortune that awaits you. Because, see, you're resonating here with this high vibrational frequency of this Ace of Pentacles energy, representing your finances, your career, investments. And here, high vibrational energy with the Ace of Swords energy, more mental clarity, knowing exactly who you are. So therefore, you are in alignment with what you desire. Thank you, Spirit. So yeah, there's lots of abundance and good fortune that does await you. Let's get more insight. How does he view you now? How does he view you now? And you have here a square challenge. He feels like it's very challenging to relate to you right now. And it makes perfect sense, because if you're not pouring all your energy into him and giving your focus to him, you're more able to focus on yourself. So he feels some kind of way with the square challenging energy showing up. Let me just point out that a square, it represents an aspect between planets in an astrological birth chart. So for example, you can have the planet Mercury square the planet Venus, and that would cause a challenge in communication, because that planet Mercury rules over communication and the planet Venus rules over love and beauty. So he feels like there's a challenge here when it comes to, connecting with you. There's something stalled in the relationship. And he feels pressure right now because it's a struggle to really get inside your mind, because you have clarity. You know exactly where you're going. Thank you, Spirit. You know what you want. He's hurt right now. And he wants to reconcile this relationship. Thank you, Spirit. He sees you again. You're taking care of yourself. You're working out. You're putting all of that energy into yourself. Self-care, self-love, self-assurance, self-respect. It's all about the self right now, as it should be. Because once you love yourself, you will unconditionally love everyone else, even if you are not allowing those people to, drain you. You can love people without being upon them every day. You can love people from a distance. Thank you, Spirit. And so he really wants to reconcile this relationship, but he finds it quite challenging. Let's get more insight. How does he view you now? How does he view you now? And you have here, be there for you. This is what he wants to do. He wants to be there for you, for your everyday, your what you're doing day to day as far as your career, your thoughts. He wants you to run your thoughts by him, and communicate with him. But right now, you're there for yourself, because ultimately, at the end of the day, it's you for you. And only you can be against you, really, because it's your mind and your heart that you are truly connected to. Thank you, Spirit. He knows this. So he knows that you found a way to move forward with your life, to really focus on what really matters to you. Thank you, Spirit. So, group 2, this reading is highly confirmative, extremely accurate. Thank you, Spirit. And remember to go look up 222 synchronicity. That's a strong message for you from Spirit. So make sure you choose a video or a message that draws you naturally and calmly. Thank you, Spirit. And also you have the second chakra here. So yes, you have a 2 here on the second chakra card as well. Look at that. This is very significant. Thank you, Spirit. So group 2, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading resonates with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful group 3, and welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on how does he view you now. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. So I can clearly see here your energy. You're naturally drawn here to the card that represents the Temperance energy. And with your Temperance card, what I'm picking up from him is that he views you right now as really being unbothered. You have found this space where you have found contentment and balance, and you're not about to let him disturb your peace. He views you now as having self-control and moderation. So where there may have been frustration or triggering, he cannot do this to you now. He cannot bother you. And with this Temperance energy, there's Libra, extremely significant here. So Libra's in the top placements of either his birth chart or your birth chart. In the sun, moon, or rising sign, the 7th house of relationships, or the planet Venus. The zodiac Libra could be interchangeable here. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you're unbothered. He sees this. He can't get you out of your space of contentment and knowing exactly who you are. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. How does he view you now? How does he view you now? Multidimensionality. With the multidimensionality energy, this is quite intriguing because you see the frequency of multidimensionality that activates your awareness of your true essence here, which is eternal and multidimensional. See, he knows that you are forever good. You are taken care of. And he knows that you're tapped into the physical as well as the spiritual essence of who you are. He also knows that you're able to do a multitude of things. You don't need him. You don't have to depend on him for attention, for love, for guidance, for absolutely anything. Because you already have all of this within you. And he knows if you tapped into that knowing where you don't need him. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. How does he view you now? How does he view you now? You have here the 4 of Swords. Look at the 4 of Swords showing up with the Temperance energy. Air energy, and Libra here is Temperance energy as well. Libra is air energy as well. So your reading is starting out extremely confirmative and accurate. Thank you, Spirit. Extremely accurate. Thank you, Spirit. With the Four of Swords energy, again, unbothered, not worried about him, moving forward. This Four of Swords energy, it's like he also views you as looking younger now, since you've let go of all that stress and all that concern about him. You're not worried about the doubters, the haters, the naysayers. You could care less, and you have retreated. You've decided to recover, to take time out to rest here. And you know where your blessings come from. You know who to go to for your finances, for your peace of mind. Source energy, you know that. That's why he feels a bit insecure right now, because he know that you're tapped into this higher dimension. Thank you, Spirit. And there's nothing he can do about it. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. How does he view you now? Also, let me point this out before I continue. The sword energy, it is Libra here. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius in the top placements of that birth chart. Air energy. Thank you, Spirit. Loon, intuitive. So he views you as being tapped in and turned on to what is going on around you, to the relationship connections that are presently in your life, and any relationships of the past. You're in tune. And he knows right now you're just in this space where you are listening to the song of your soul. You're trusting your intuition, as you have a way of already knowing what's taking place in this relationship with him. And Spirit wants to encourage you. This is a message directly for you from Spirit. I love this showing up because this is a very strong correlation with this Four of Swords energy. And this is something you have been taking out time to do. Spirit wants you to emerge. Continue, because you've been doing this already. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Thank you, Spirit. And recognize here that you are unique, because he views you as unique. You feel like you're unique. You feel like there's no one else like you. You feel like you don't belong in some different social settings. And you just refuse to force yourself to be in those settings. Thank you, Spirit. And Spirit wants you to know, hey, you're loved, you're guided, you're protected. Loon, intuitive. The loon energy, intuition, the moon rules over this loon energy and intuition. And the moon also rules over the zodiac sign of Cancer. So Cancer is quite significant here. So he views you as being very nurturing, warm. He sees you as someone that could be like a good parent. Parenting is significant here in this reading. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. How does he view you now? How does he view you now? And you have here 4th house, roots. So with the 4th house showing up and roots, and the 4th house does rule over the zodiac sign of Cancer. And Spirit just gave us that insight with this Cancer energy, with the intuition here. It rules over the home, the house, the family, the past. So this is a strong significance here with someone that may be in your past right now. Thank you, Spirit. He sees you now as like you're in this self-care mode. You're taking care of yourself right now. You're in your own inner world. Thank you, Spirit. Rejuvenating, creating healthy habits for yourself. And you're not about to give that up. You're not about to let go of this temperance energy here. this balance, self-control, and moderative energy here. You're not about to let it go. Thank you, Spirit. Also here, real estate. You have an entrance here in doing something with the home, with your home, or going into real estate. And he knows this about you. He feel like you're very successful when it comes to real estate, or you'll be successful when it comes to the home. This is quite confirmative here because Spirit just gave us that insight with the Loon intuitive energy. Cancer here, as well as parenting, good parenting. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. Nurturing energy. How does he view you now? How does he view you now? And you have here, Angel of Truth. So with the Angel of Truth energy, he knows you're going to tell the truth. You're going to speak up. You're going to let him know that, hey, you have to have accountability if you're going to continue to communicate with me or, be in my presence. You must take accountability for your actions. You're the truth teller. You are an angel of truth. And that doesn't mean that you're telling all of your personal business, because you don't have to do that. It's just that he knows that you will take accountability for your actions. You will take responsibility for what you're responsible for. And you will speak the truth here. Thank you, Spirit. And you will hold him accountable, which is something he's quite afraid of, because he's not ready to be held accountable. This person does not like being vulnerable. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. How does he view you now? How does he view you now? Four of Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles energy, this is earth. Physical energy here. Thank you, Spirit. Physical energy. Earth energy, zodiac. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Significant in the reading here. In the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart. But with this Four of Pentacles energy, see, he knows that right now your focus is on, long-term security. Whereas his focus was on greed, taking advantage of, playing mind games. And you recognized that because Spirit downloaded discernment, the spirit of intuition. You were given those downloads. So you saw his true colors here, where he was quite greedy and unwilling to give you what you were giving to him. Thank you, Spirit. Also here with this Four of Pentacles energy, I feel like he does have a desire to connect with you again, because he knows that there is a blessing over your life where you're going to be taken care of. You're guided again. You're loved, and you are protected. And so Spirit is making sure that you are given the spiritual knowledge as well as the physical space to grow, to evolve into that greater version of yourself. But it's because you have faith in source energy. You know where your finances come from. You know where your inner peace and your love comes from. You know it's source energy. You know everything comes from source. And because you're not depending on him anymore, that's where he knows and he falls short at. So he can't handle that. But there's nothing he could do. There's nothing he could do. So continue to move forward. Continue to have faith, because you're blessed here. This is a reading of high frequency blessings here. And remember, you're going to have whatever it is that you desire. So take time out daily to continue to take care of yourself and to meditate and stay on your goals here as it does relate to the home, as it does relate to like real estate and your inner world, that balance here. That balance here. The fourth house represents the inner world, and you have the temperance card here. The fourth house lays naturally under the temperance card. Extremely accurate. Thank you, Spirit. So group 3, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.